Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer Stuckey and I am an oboist and a coach. Thanks for watching this video. I am here today to talk about my planner that I created for 2024. It's in two versions, a business planner and it's in two versions. It's in a printable version and also a digital version. So today I'm going to go over the printable version, and then I have a separate video that I'll post going over the digital version and some of the differences. So for the printable version, it's an 8.5 by 11. I put it in a ring binder like this. And I really like the ring binder system because it's easy to customize. You can add pages in, you can take pages out, so it's really easy. It is a kind of a larger size, but it has like a lot of space to do a lot of writing. So let me go ahead and get my camera in position so that I can show it to you. I'll be showing it to you on my desktop. All right. Okay, hold on one second here. For some reason, my camera's not showing. Hold on. Okay, there I am. Okay, here we are. So this is the cover, the 2024 Life and Business Planner for Creatives. I ended up creating this planner just because I struggle with way too many planners, way too many apps, and I just wanted to make something a little bit simpler for myself that was on paper, because I have a little bit of ADHD, so it's helpful to have something that I can just write down. All right. So I decided to create this for myself, but then I thought it would be nice to just offer it to other people. All right, so this is the introduction, the first pages here. Yeah. So what's kind of unique about this planner is that it's not just a time management system. There's also 4 sections in each quarter, where you could do some life coaching questions, and this is just to kind of help you decide, okay, where am I? Where do I want to be? I intended it to be for people who are creatives or some sort of entrepreneurial business, or anything where you have to kind of get what you're doing with your work in line with your priorities in life. Honestly, anybody could really use this planner. Some of the coaching questions that I have are pretty basic. But they're not designed to go into a lot of depth. It's just, again, to figure out, okay, here's where I am and here's where I want to be. All right, so let's start at the beginning. So there's the introduction. Here's the yearly overview. And then again, here's the first, we've got the life wheel, which is again a standard common coaching exercise if you've been in that realm at all. Again, you just rate each area of your life, and I have some questions to help you kind of figure out what happened last year, good or bad, and what you would like to do differently this year. And then I've got a section for goals. And this is a place where you can do some brainstorming on your goals and then narrow them down. I have 10 sections for each goals, but it's probably better to do less, but I gave 10 sections because why not? And then what I really like about my planner is that I have a overview, a layout for the entire year. So sometimes it's just too easy to schedule too much in one month, and sometimes you forget you've got big events going on in this month, so it's better if you've got a project you're working on in your business, it's better to do it at a different time. So this is just a way to kind of lay out all the goals, all the big events, so that you can see what's going on throughout the year. And then I've went too fast. Then for each goal, I have goal worksheets. And this is just a way to break down your goal into milestones and baby steps and all the things that make your goals come to life. And then over here, what I find helpful here is the habits to set. And that's just something that you can put into place so that you can kind of like a habit that you need to set to make this goal a reality. So let's say I'm a musician. Let's say I've got a audition coming up that I want to prepare for. Well, one of my standard habits is just to practice. So that would be something that I need to do on a regular basis, and so that's something that I would put right in there. Or another, maybe a little bit something more, a little bit more specific would be to record myself regularly. So that would be maybe like a weekly habit to do. Okay, so those, I've got 10 of those. Then moving on down to automations. So this is where, this is kind of a fun section. I like this section. This is where you take all of these habits and your goals, plus everything else that you have to do in your life, like laundry, if you're a parent, you have kids' activities, you have meal planning, groceries, all kinds of things. This is where you list everything that you have to do on a daily, weekly, and a monthly basis. So just brainstorming everything. And then I have a section where you can make your standard weekly template where, so you got a weekly template and a monthly template where you can kind of map out your ideal schedule throughout the week. And I find this to be really helpful because since I have a lot of things changing on a regular basis when I have gigs come up or clients or I don't know, random projects that I'm working on, it's really helpful to make sure that I have a template that will kind of be flexible. All right. Then we've moved down and we have a vision board. This is a place where you can post pictures. There's some people who are very visually motivated. So this is a place where you can put pictures, quotes, anything that just kind of helps remind you of your goals. And then this is the standard quarter. So this is the first quarter, and that's where this is where I can take my goals and just kind of get a little bit more detailed that I'm working on right in this box here, just as a reminder, just to kind of narrow things down for myself so that I'm not thinking about the whole year, but just, okay, what am I doing in this quarter? And then this is the first coaching section. And I've got 4 sections. The first one is determining your purpose or your North Star. Purpose isn't the greatest word in my opinion, but there's not a really great substitute for it. So these are just questions to kind of help figure out, okay, what do I want to do with my life? And again, it's not designed to be in depth. It's designed to be something to kind of help get you thinking about your priorities and things that where your talents, your goals, and all of your abilities line up with your values. And again, not in depth, it's just a general idea. All right, so we have a monthly overview here where you have the entire month, your monthly goals for January, a to-do list, extra space if you have lots of to-do lists or notes, and then 3 habits to track throughout the month. And then this is your weekly spread. So here I have, I love the weekly spread. This is one of my favorite views. It's basically the general calendar view with the exception that you have tasks listed above here, and you can kind of implement them down into your schedule because sometimes we forget. Oh, I have to schedule tasks. Oh, that's right. I have this thing I've got to make a phone call for. Where am I going to do that during the day? So if you have like bigger tasks that, like a chunk of time to do phone calls or things like that. And then of course we've got your 3 goals for the week. That's a very helpful reminder for the week, kind of narrow things down. All right. So that's a general view of the monthly and the weekly spread. Let me show you quarter 2. So in the second quarter, we have a quarterly check-in. Just again, what happened last year? What would you like to do next quarter? And then this is where we start working on mindset, which is really, really important thing for anyone, really, but it's also very, very important for creatives. And then in quarter 3, Again, a quarterly check-in here, and a coaching section on how to balance your life. And this is very similar to the very beginning, but with the exception that it's just more of a halfway check-in, halfway year check-in. And then I have a couple of questions to think about it a little bit differently. And then quarter 4, same thing here. And then we talk about creative success. So this is a little bit more where we're gearing in a little bit more on your goals for your career and how that they line up with your values and your overall life. All right, and then at the end, so that's the end, yeah, and also there's a monthly reflection after every month. Then at the end of the year, at the end of the planner, I've got lists, a whole bunch of lists. Those are also helpful. An idea bag, and 30-day challenges if you're into 30-day challenges. For me, I just can't find a reward that gets me motivated. And then even though we have phones and all kinds of things, I think some people do find it helpful to have a contact list just to like quickly check an important number or something like that. So that's right here in case you need that. And then we've got a whole bunch of notes sections at the back and different kinds of notes as well. And since this is a digital version where you would print it out, obviously if you need more of a specific type, that is available. All right, so that is the overall view of the calendar. So I hope that was helpful. And again, I have 2 versions. I've got the 8.5 by 11 printable, and then I have the digital version, which I will do a video demonstration for that as well. And then if you'd like to try out the planner, in the link below, there is a landing page where you can click on that and get a free calendar, set of week and the month. Basically, you could get the month of December for free, 2023, not 2024. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I hope this was very helpful. Thanks so much. Bye.